Hey guys, it's Sam here to talk about the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite demo. I'm gonna have to say, I'm kinda disappointed. First off, the fundamentals of the Versus series are assist attacks and crazy team air combos, and those really aren't present, at least in this demo. Assist attacks really aren't a thing anymore. You can just switch in between characters, which I really don't care for. It just feels like a detraction from previous Versus games. One of the most unique and interesting things about Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 was the fact that you could use 3 characters against 3 other characters.
3 against 3.
I don't see any reason for getting rid of a character slot, so now it's 2 on 2. That really wouldn't be that big of a deal for me, since Tatsunoko vs. Capcom did the same thing. The game's combat there was fluid and fast-paced, and I just don't get that natural feeling out of this one. I really don't care for how mashing the X button gives you a 20-hit combo. That just takes the fun out of everything.
Sometimes I hear from people who aren't into the Capcom fighters that they're a bit too button mashy. And now, this game has given them the tools to fuel their argument.
You know, the thing about these Capcom fighters is it's all about the skill in mastering movesets. The fact that you can get away with pressing one button and get 20-hit combos while I'm out here doing Tatsumakis, Dragon Kicks, Shoryukens, it's unacceptable. I'm actually doing the button presses, I'm actually learning the combinations and how to do the attacks, while you're just mashing a button. Where's the fun in that? It's so condescending. I don't want the game to play itself for me. I might as well just stare at the controller or watch somebody else play. The excuse from Capcom here is, well, we're making the game more approachable, but I didn't think that the combat or the controls were that approachable. I think it was more confusing than previous games. I'm not seeing any evolution in the combat. I'm just seeing compromise. This is the 4th game in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, and it feels more underbaked than the first game. I think getting rid of the launcher attack button from the previous game is a huge misstep. It prevented air combos from being a guessing game. Now that it's back to square one like Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, launchers are different for every character, and it's not a one button press. It might be several different attacks. If the rumor about not having any character that's not in the MCU, if that's true, I'll be even more disappointed. Considering that this game only exists because of the roots provided by games like X-Men vs. Street Fighter, it's a huge insult to the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise. You're getting rid of characters so you can promote movies. I'm already gonna watch your movies, just let me play as Wolverine, all naked with the robot face. I think the combat's just way too slow compared to the previous titles, and characters just felt stiff. I don't want to be a hater because I like the Marvel vs. Capcom series. It's just Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was the peak of the franchise, and it would have been better if it just ended at that. All the interest in Street Fighter Cross Tekken died like real quick, and I'm seeing that happen with this one, at least in a competitive scene, if they don't get their act together.
Man, this is getting embarrassing.
Not everything's bad. I really do think the voice acting is very good, and the cutscene interactions are pretty funny.
Nice weapon, Lance a little. Compensating for something?
Only your foolishness, Iron Man.
I like him!
I had thought that a big missed opportunity with Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was the lack of a proper game story. There is a tie-in comic about how Galactus is trying to drain the energy of the Capcom world and the Marvel world, and you see it play out in the game, but it's mostly hinted at.
You cannot save your world from being ravished by Galactus.
The game demo is a lot of story and not a whole lot of playing. It seems as if Capcom and Marvel were putting a lot of emphasis on the cutscenes, the dialogue, and the character banner, rather than focusing on the fighting game mechanics.
People care more about core fighting than aesthetics. We want just a competent fighter. Overall, this demo was underwhelming, and I don't really have that much interest in the final product at this point. Hopefully they correct a lot of the problems that are apparent and maybe even delay the game to improve it, because it definitely could be improved. This is a good skeleton to work off of, but this doesn't feel like a finished, complete game ready to be purchased in a month or two. I do like Marvel vs. Capcom, and I don't want it to be bad, but I think my problems should be addressed, and I think most fans that are really into this series would agree with me, and I think casual fans will just pass on this. So they really need to key in some demographics so somebody will actually be into this game. You can always play the demo for yourself and maybe let us know what you think.